Okay, so good morning, everybody. Well, today I plan to talk about a very relevant topic, which is very important with respect to pandemic. We must have seen that different organizations from time to time have come up with different innovations in order to save the mankind and humanity. So this talk will focus on management of innovation in the pandemic times. Well, management of innovation through the different models will be discussed in relation to the ongoing pandemic, which is still lurking around the corner. There are different barriers that have been created by the pandemic, and there are different innovations that have come up that help in managing these barriers. And it focuses on providing solutions to provide an efficient solution for the problems. As the pandemic has put the whole globe in the ocean of problems affecting the basic survival of a mankind, organizations are focusing on continuous innovation approach that will act not only as a savior but also provide innovative solutions in the troubled times. Regular scanning of both internal and external environment is a must because that is how companies understand what new products they need to make and how they need to change their procedures as per the new normal that has been given up by the pandemic. Also, some products made before pandemic may find more utility, market adaptability during the pandemic. Some of the barriers faced during the pandemic are threat to basic survival, airborne infection, doubtful, uncertain behavior of COVID 19, discontinuity of internet connection, discontinuity of business activities, stress due to mental health, and restrictions on movement, and lastly, supplies shortage and lack of entertainment options. People are unable to maintain their regular healthy regime, and labor shortage as well. So, many timely innovations, in fact, helped in fighting with the virus and ensured continuity of business activities. The time of innovation and the duration taken to respond played a very crucial role during pandemic times. So the presentation focuses on the basic areas like innovation, management of innovation in the pandemic time. We discuss couple of models like chain link model, uh, barrier approach to find out what can be done in order to survive in the difficult time. So, in the chain link model, there is a new knowledge which is not always required to make innovation. Instead, the process begins with the identification of an unfilled market need, and companies try to figure out that how those unfilled market needs can be fulfilled. This derives research and design, then redesign and production. And finally, marketing with complex feedback loops between all the stages. There are also important feedback loops with the organizations and the world's stored base of knowledge. With the new basic research conducted on commissioned as necessary to fill the gaps. Then we have state gate model. This model basically is a process which focuses on the different gates that have been placed at the end of each step. It is a patented trademark of Robert Cooper. The model focuses on innovation process and is also referred to as the waterfall process. It is the project management technique in which an initiative or project takes place, divided over several stages. These stages are separated by so-called gates, the decision points for whether or not to proceed to the next stage or not. At the zero stage, we find out the idea that needs attention from the organization. Well, employees are not the only ones that are involved in this part. We can have customers, suppliers, and other stakeholders who can provide us the relevant idea that we need to develop a product or a process. Stage 1 is scoping. This stage is all about evaluating the product and associated market. What are the product strengths and weaknesses, and what can it bring to the user consumer in terms of added value? This stage takes all the possible threats from the competitors into account. Based on the assessed threat, production will or will not continue. The greater the threat is, the greater the chance that the gate will be closed. The second stage is business plan concept that says that let's develop a plan, let's develop a actual product, and let's see whether it is labor intensive, includes sub stages that need to be completed. So we need to define the product, we need to analyze whether it is feasible or viable in the environment or not. We need to create a business plan which will focus on the legal health and the safety requirements. The plan contains a list of all the tasks that are planned during the entire development process, and the people who will carry them out. The expected launch date can also be found in this plan. We also need to review the feasible study. We need to then develop the product in different stages to find out, for, for example, whether we also need to test, we need to validate whether the product that we have made is fine or not. The development team also creates a timeline with a specific milestone that has to be achieved. The timeline can be revised and updated regularly. It also incorporates multifunctional teamwork. Different departments provide input with expert advice. This ultimately results in a product prototype, which will be extensively tested during the next stage. The gate will remain closed if the product has not been sufficiently developed. Testing and validating, in this we find out whether the manufacturing process and whether the final product is actually giving the result as per our plan or not. In field testing, the product is tested in the field by various participants who can make a valuable contribution. This is usually done with the help of customers. It is important to find out whether this target group is interested in the product, which characteristics they consider important, and which context the product will be used. Further, we have the barriers created by the pandemic. Managing innovations to resolve these barriers created by pandemic, we have a path forward. We need to have a model having these four components, that is mitigation, preparation, response, and recovery. So good morning everybody once again. I'm so happy to be back at this platform discussing about the management of innovation in pandemic. So I will touch briefly on the concept of innovation, management of innovation, and diving into some examples of innovative organizations, both during and before the pandemic, that have helped the speedy recovery. So, what is innovation? Innovation is nothing but the process whereby we try to create a new product or a new process that has better value or can provide some improvements in the already existing products that are available in the market. It is nothing but the process by which domain, a product, or a service is renewed and updated by applying new processes, introducing new techniques, or establishing successful ideas to create new value. It basically focuses on providing a solution to the problems in a very efficient manner. And the pandemic actually has put the whole globe in the ocean of problems, questioning the basic survival of a mankind. All stakeholders did their best in order to fight the situation, and many have learned lessons. So, why innovation is very important? Well, innovation is very important because it gives us that edge that the other companies may not have. Companies that choose price leadership must secure their long term competitiveness by developing innovative and highly efficient processes. Process optimization and continuous improvement in the terms of cost are important for them. There are many startups launch their activities by developing an innovative product or service. We need to have a continuous innovation mechanism in the organizations whereby, in a continuous manner, they try to figure out the changing symptoms or the changing environmental factors, and they are able to come out with the new products or new processes. So, management of innovation has three broad steps. The very first is scanning of both internal and external environment. Second, developing innovative response. And third is commercializing the innovative response. We need to be very continuous or regular in doing these activities in order to come out of the pandemic and for speedy recovery. The companies had this regular approach were the ones that were able to come out with innovative solutions in the pandemic time. For sure, they will be on the fast pedestal of recovery. It is not that innovation only happened more in the pandemic time, but it was a continuous approach to innovate, and it just happened that the past products found more utility, market adaptability during the pandemic. These companies will find themselves out of the clutches of pandemic very soon. Their continuous innovative approach will get them back on the track. There were different barriers created by the pandemic-like situation. There was threat to basic survival, airborne infection was there, doubtful, uncertain behavior of COVID-19, discontinuity of internet connection, discontinuity of business activities, stress due to mental health, restrictions on movement, supplies shortage, lack of entertainment options, unable to maintain regular healthy regime, and labor shortage. So we have a couple of examples of innovations that helped us actually to survive in this difficult time. And the very first example I would like to take that of is Ceres Separies at Mediamatic in Amsterdam. A greenhouse dining at Amsterdam-based restaurant secures social distancing in the restaurant industry. The solution is simply a row of tiny greenhouses with a table and a few sitting places, giving restaurant guests safe place to dine out even in the pandemic time. And I think it was a very easier way to continue with the business by providing and following the coronavirus protocols, which were very necessary for the consumers to come out and dine in a very safe environment. Second, we have the example of Mental Resilience app by GG2, based in Tel Aviv. GG Life app was created to help individuals to mentally cope with the coronavirus. Well, this was a very difficult time that people went through, and even in isolation, they had nobody to talk to. They could not meet anybody. It was a very difficult time to stay in isolation on their own. And maybe these applications like Digitude were the only ones that they had with them during the difficult time. So it was created by the clinical therapist and backed by research. The app helps to improve thought process, confidence, and mood without having to type a single line. Cognitive behavioral therapy focuses on your inner dialogue and the ability to change your well being by changing the way we think. Corona Oven Log9 Material, a Bengaluru headquartered nanotechnology startup, has come up with a first of its kind a product named Corona Oven that makes use of ultraviolet C light having a wavelength of 253.7 nanometer. In combination with significant design parameters, the device has the capability to disinfect surfaces, that is various objects, personal protective equipment from germs including bacteria and viruses. This unique multifocal UV disinfection chamber that claimed to sanitize any surface within 4 minutes. So the innovation over here is that sanitization is not taking a lot of time. It is able to sanitize in a very less time and giving you a product that is very safe to use and even to consume. Dozy is another innovation that happened created by Turtle Shell Technologies that aim to help in access to better healthcare by providing accurate diagnosis of condition. Well, during this time when pandemic was initially starting out, people were very unsure what to do, what not to do. Even the simple symptoms that they had, like fever and cough, they never knew that it is actually a coronavirus. So this particular device helps in providing very accurate diagnosis of the conditions, and this can help with the preliminary diagnosis and guide people what to do, whether to consult expert in this line or to get hospitalized or maybe follow the other protocols. It is a smart contact-free health monitor that can help slip under their mattresses. It keeps track of the health condition of an individual through metrics like heart health, stress, sleep quality, and among others. It gives a detailed analysis report on the Dozy app that can be very easily installed in the smartphones. Further, we have ultraviolet sanitization tunnel by DGT, global electronic component distributor based in Minnesota. They invented a new technology to disinfect the thousands of totes that carry product through the company's 1 million square foot distribution center every day. Like these, there were many other innovations that were done on time and that saved the mankind. Not only the mankind, I think they also helped in continuing the business and ensuring people that they can come back for work without any problem. There is no risk of getting infection, and these innovations were the one that saved our day. So thank you so much now for listening.